Welcome back to CasualBiasRugby. Usually, as you know, before the Springboks announce their team, the day before, we do a predicted lineup. It's one of those days again. But I have never been as confused as to what we'll do as we are today. I'm very excited for this team. I'm usually we have to play our strongest team and whatever, right? But it feels a bit different this time. I'm not quite sure if I'm in the mindset of the Springboks have to play their strongest team, or whether I'm just okay, well, let's give a couple of guys opportunities, let's try some different combinations. Now it's literally the last game of the year, have some fun with it. So I don't know, it just feels a bit different this time around, seeing that it's the end of the year. But anyway, well, we're going to do a little predicted lineup, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got about 50% of it, because there's certain positions that I'm fixed on. That will be the player there, but other than that, I just don't know. But anyway, please do remember to hit that like and subscribe button. I do appreciate each and every one of you guys. And guys, go crazy in the comments. Tell me what you guys want. Just have some fun with it. Tell me what combinations you even want to see. Even if you think other people might think it's a bit diluted, my team that I've got here, you can already see the team. I've got a bit of a diluted team as well, and I'll explain my thoughts on each selection. It is what it is, right? Just have some fun with it. Anyway, let's get into it. So starting off in the 1-2-3, I've got Vincent Koch taking that one jersey, Bongi Manambi and Thomas Dutoy. Obviously, Vincent Koch usually plays on the other side and he plays on the bench. But obviously, Oxenchair's gone off. I'm not too sure how serious the injury is, but I don't expect him to play. He's still got a long season with the Sharks ahead of him. And Vincent Koch could play both sides, I know Thomas Dutoy can also play both sides, so it will be interesting to see if Thomas Dutoy maybe goes to the other side. Because we do have competition in that 3 jersey. Whereas Gerard Steenekamp doesn't really have that competition when it comes to being on the bench. But if you can all of a sudden tell him, listen, okay, well, Vincent Koch can play on the other side, and Wilco Louw, who's been on sensational form, Thomas Dutoy, who's been on sensational form, they can battle out for the position on the bench, and then the battles between Vincent Koch and Gerard Steenekamp, that could be very interesting, right? So have those two replace each other. I don't know, we saw Vincent Koch playing there last weekend. He can scrum there. I think he started his career in that one jersey, so that would be interesting. That's why I went with this one. Obviously, I wouldn't be surprised if he just plays on the other side. Maybe Thomas Dutoy, who also can play in that one jersey, takes over. I'm not even sure. But I do like entertaining this. Bongi Manambi, well, it's only him and Malcolm Marx, so it just speaks for himself. And then I've went in that 3 jersey. It's either going to be Wilco Louw or it's going to be Thomas Dutoy. I'm not sure what we're going to do there, but I've gone with Thomas Dutoy. I just think he deserves to get another start. Wilco Louw was good, but Thomas Dutoy has been so impressive throughout the season. Award him with another starting cap, in my opinion. That's why I went with Thomas Dutoy going into that 3 jersey. On to number 4 and 5. Yeben Etzebeth has obviously played all the games, and this is where I'm like, do we just play our strongest guys because they're not injured or anything, or do we give Yeben just a break and tell John Klein, listen, you can still play for that position, for that number 4 jersey, and give him a shot in that 4 jersey. So I've gone with John Klein, just to switch things up a bit. Obviously, I would like to see Yeben. I always want to see our strongest team. But this is kind of just what I think we will do, just to kind of give John that hope to still graft for that number 4 jersey. Yeah, so I'm going with John Klein in that 4. Franco Mostert in the 5 jersey. I still haven't seen any injury updates or anything, so I'm guessing he's fit to play. Probably not fit enough to play in that England game after we saw it against Scotland, but maybe he's fit to play now that he's had another week's rest going up against Wales. Yeah, I don't really have a thought process around that, except for maybe if he's fit, just give him some more game time, get back into the groove of things, or the swing of things, however you want to say it. 6, 7, 8, I've got no changes there. I've got with Siya Kolisi, Pieter Steph Dutoy and Jasper Wiese. Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if Elrich Louw maybe takes that 6 jersey. I wouldn't be surprised if then Pieter Steph Dutoy takes the captaincy role. But I think you have to play your captain for the final game at least. It just feels right that your captain plays the first game of the year and he plays the final game of the year just to round it off. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that we'll stick with that. But I'm saying I'm pretty sure, but I'm also not really sure. So, yeah, I just think that is what I'll do. But there's only one really fixed position here that I'm 100% certain that we're going to do, and that is Bongi Mendham in that 2 jersey. And you never know. Maybe Rassie switches it up and says, Malcolm, you get a start. I don't even know. Like, seriously, if there's someone that predicts this spot on, I'll give it to you. Unless you just go full strength and Rassie just decides, okay, we're going full strength as well. But I've tried to switch it up a bit. Now, moving on to the back line, I'm going with the 9-10 combo that we started off last weekend with. I know people won't like Marnie there. And to be honest, as you know, I do love Marnie, but he struggled against England. Whether it was him not being able to adapt to the game plan, or whether the game plan's just not suited to his style, however you want to see it or approach it, he struggled a bit, right? I'm not going to judge his goal kicking, because I thought his goal kicking was decent. Obviously, he only got 50%, but he hit one from the post, from the touchline, and the other one was 50 meters out. Now, Pollard kicked one, but Pollard is a specialist kicker, which Marnie isn't, right? Like, know your... I don't even know why we kicked that goal in the first place, but yeah, Marnie did struggle, but it is bias, casual bias rugby. You know I like Marnie, and I would just give him another shot. And I want us to really run the ball with Marnie at 10. We saw how well it worked against Argentina, and we switched the game plan up completely. And whether it's his adaptability or whatever it was, it just didn't work for him against England. So, yeah, I want to give him another shot. I want to see Marnie play as much as possible in the green and gold, because I do love the way that he plays before Sasha comes back, because obviously Sasha's just going to take over in that 10 jersey, and yeah, we won't really see Marnie a lot, in my opinion, then. Yeah, going on, centre combination, I'm going to switcheroo. I'm going Andre Esterhuizen and Jesse Creel just to test some combination work. I'm literally going against everything that I've said previously, but it's just because I think it will be fun, and we talk about the combination work and all those type of things. So we haven't seen Jesse and Andre Esterhuizen play in quite a while, and I think they could work nicely together for this game. So that's all it's based around, just combination work. Back three, I'm going Kurtley Orange on the left, Kainan Moody on the right, and then Willie Leroux. Chesley, he's been playing great. I just think that probably going for Kainan, a bit more experience on the wing, get him to find his feet in that 14 jersey for the Springboks, and then Willie to bring that experience from the to bring that experience in again, gets him one cap closer to 100, which means his next game will be his 100th game for the Springboks. So yeah, that is what I'm basing the starting 15 off. As I said, there's literally 2 or 3 players that I'm pretty fixed that they will be there, and that is Bongi Mendham, and Willie Leroux. That's the only 2 that I'm pretty secure on. Other than that, it is a coin flip. I'm pretty confident that we'll see Franco Mostert in that 5 jersey again, just because he sat out last weekend, so maybe he's a bit better. So that's the 3 players. But other than that, it's a coin toss. It's a gamble. That's what it is. Anyway, going on to the subs, Malcolm Marx. There you go. That's another secured one, because he's the only other hooker. Gerard Steenekamp and then Wilco Louw. As I said, we could easily see Wilco starting. I do believe Gerard Steenekamp, he will still be on the bench, no matter who's going into that 1 jersey. I've got Ergie Snyman still on the bench. Maybe that is Eben Itzebeth. Maybe. But Ergie was out for so long, I think you just got to play him. Just enjoy him while he's there and not injured. Ulrich Louw, I wouldn't be surprised if he actually starts. Maybe even he starts in that 8 jersey. But I've mentioned it before, just because I've got Cameron Hanekom there. As you can see, I think he makes his debut. I know I've said it before that Rassie has said that he won't be as petty as that to play him. But I do believe Rassie has a bit of pettiness, and maybe he does. Maybe he just plays him from the bench. And I think for him to come on with Ulrich Louw, that would be great. You know, the 2 guys that have been doing it at the Bulls, they come off the bench and do it for the Springboks as well. And then kind of just a nice thing. I know people don't like Hendrikse, but I think the 2 Hendrikses will come off the bench, or they might even start, and then Marnie and Grant comes off the bench. I do believe Pollard's just going to get a rest. Basically, we know Pollard is going to be either number 10 or player 23 always. But But I just think for this game, he's not necessarily needed. He shouldn't be needed in this one, and therefore I think the the Hendrikse brothers comes off the bench, or they might start and then just switch it around. But those two will be playing together, and I'm pretty sure on that one. Just because it's a nice thing to do for the family, basically. Please do remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Tell me what your lineup is. I do believe this is a bit of fun. So yeah, have a good one. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.